FDA has just given approval to a new weight loss surgery that is less invasive than current procedures and has shown promising results in clinical trials. However, critics say the way that this
AspireAssist,
as it's called, works is nothing more than mechanized bulimia. Our weight loss champion Chuck Carroll is here to talk more about this controversial device, and you showed me the video of how this thing works. Okay, explain to our viewers, and I think we have the video too, but this is pretty crazy stuff.
Crazy in a sense. Essentially what it does is there's a little tube that gets inserted into your stomach about 2/3 of the way up, and about 20 minutes to 30 minutes after the person eats, they go into the bathroom, they squeeze a little water pump, and that flushes out 30% of the meal that they just ate. Therefore, it reduces the amount of fat and calories they've just consumed by 30%. But this is something that you manually have to pump and then flush into the toilet, and that's kind of where the controversy comes in.
Okay, and just reading a little bit about this online, there are critics who say, hey, you're not changing somebody's lifestyle, you're not changing their diet. Essentially, it's, you can eat whatever you want and pump it out. I mean, that's almost, you could say, like throwing up.
A lot of people, and that's again where a lot of the controversy comes, is what are we doing to really clean up people's eating habits? Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I was a big-time skeptic when I first heard about this, but then I reached out to the company. I actually spoke with their CEO and learned a little bit more about their clinical trials, and what I learned was that naturally, these patients in the trials began to eat a more healthy diet, started to lead a healthier lifestyle, some more than others, and of course those that bought more into it got the better results. Now, all of what they ate was kind of self-reported, so I haven't seen exactly what I would call a food journal. I haven't seen anything like that, but naturally they began eating healthier, probably because they saw results. You start to feel good. You get that high when you first start losing weight on diets, and you want to do as much as you possibly can. But absolutely, unlike gastric bypass, which I had, you can still eat pretty much whatever it is that you want.
And it's not shrinking the stomach at all, like a bypass, where your stomach can't hold as much food.
No, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I mean, this is a very uninvasive surgery. It sounds like there's something to it because you're inserting a tube into the stomach, but this is really only a 15-minute procedure, and it's rarely done under general anesthesia. It's done under what they call twilight anesthesia, and it's outpatient. Typically, according to their website, the patient is home within 2 hours of having the procedure. So you would think that it's something that's really invasive, but it's not. And they say that because this is a less invasive and a quicker procedure, the cost of it is actually going to be less as well.
So speaking with the CEO or just in your own research of this, is there any kind of patient or person this might work better for?
Somebody that's really committed to losing weight. I don't know exactly what the guidelines are as far as where the person has to fall on the body mass index scale. I can't imagine that this is something that a person would go and get if they're just trying to lose 20, 30 what I would call vanity pounds. This is something for people who are morbidly obese and generally just in really, really bad shape. If you're going to take a radical step like that, you're probably really, really in a bad way. But again, these are also the same people who I think really need to clean up their eating habits. And I'll tell you, Jimmy, to be perfectly honest, the way that I've been able to maintain the 265-pound weight loss I had following gastric bypass was completely overhauling not just my lifestyle, but my eating habits. And so that is where my biggest skepticism comes in. I understand why a person would want this procedure, that desperation that they feel to get that weight off, and how wacky it may seem to people to think, well, 20 to 30 minutes after I eat, I need to go to the bathroom and literally stand over a toilet and pump out this food, process that takes 5 to 10 minutes. I understand that, but the bigger question for me is, what are we doing then to really clean up how you're living your life?
Well, Chuck, we always appreciate your insight, and we appreciate you coming in for our Motivation Monday. Thank you. And
thank you.
Welcome back from vacation.
Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully our girl Julie Wright, on your vacation, you were able to keep her in check with her Chuck-approved snacks.
Well, Chuck-approved snacks, absolutely. I mean, but I mean, look at that. We went to the beach. I can't tan.
I know. Julie, share some of your tan. Good gracious. All right, Chuck, thank you.